Hello there. How are we doing this morning? I am doing just fine. So I have been AFKing overnight and made a little bit of progress. So we can go and check that out real quick. Also, I have the light levels on right now. We're not nearly done or anything, but you're slowly getting there. And that's a bit of a problem, but not something that we can't deal with. Oop. New stuff. New stuff to slather with torches. Okay. So now, what do we do while we wait for this? We can go clobber this dude. I guess we can go check on our iron levels. We can go double check the throughput on the foundry. That is two options. So number one, the iron levels. All right. That's kind of not great. I mean, we can do something with it. It's just not a lot of something. Crush the diorite and the coal ore, zinc ore, copper ore. Yeah, pufferfish that go in here. And spider eye in here. Let's see. Sandpaper, goggles, and wrench get put away. And what else? What else? What else we got? Rotten flesh, which does no one any good. I don't know where to put the slime. If I even have a slime box. Oh, I just put it in with the redstone stuff. That's cool. Let me go smush it down. Blop, blop. Redstone goes in the redstone box. Bamboo goes in the bamboo or the wood box. I have a box with bones in it. Somewhere. There we go. Alright. Alright. I have arrows, I can go put those away. Alright, let's take a little jaunt down and see how our foundry is actually doing. What is our bottleneck here? I think our bottleneck is just the amount of, or lack of, cobblestone coming through, to be honest with you. We're just not getting any iron nuggets through there. So iron really seems to be the thing that's holding things up right now. So unless I can figure out a way to make cobblestone faster, which I don't think we can really do, we're just kind of limited for now. I guess I could make a... That already is just not really producing. I wonder if I slow that down. If we can produce more. Ow. Let's see what we're getting here. Oh, no, 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 no. I see what's going on here. Slow this down anymore. We can still slow it down a little bit more with the pace that I have on that hopper clock. Okay, so now it's going too slow. so the timing's not quite there. I need to speed this up a little bit. We got to speed it up until we can make it all the way across in the time frame given. Okay, so the timing is right. I just need to get the speed of this guy correct. Just give it another run to see for sure. Alright, so I got this locked in now. And then back here. Alright. So that should resolve something. And a lot of junk down here. That's alright. There's bound to be a bit of loss. As long as we're overall improving our efficiency. I think it's definitely showing, we're definitely getting more stuff coming through. Yeah, all right, so that works. Now we go check on our water levels. This is let's get a quick flyby here. Oh, I guess I should throw up light levels. And doesn't look like... Well, honestly, it doesn't look like we've made much progress. Probably because we weren't close enough for this to be triggered. So, from here, what do we got? Oh, I'm waiting on the water to go away. I'm waiting on iron to get produced. I don't know what else to work on right now. I mean, I am going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with this, but I also don't know that this is precisely the shape I'm looking for. You know, like, it descends down because it's a staircase, but, like, do I want to clear this out a little bit to open up that view? Or do I want it to come in like this and then just, whoa, you know? I don't know. Let's see. I mean, I could go work on the big ugly box, but that would definitely put me too far out for any of this stuff to be functional. I need to stay nearby. Well, what else are we missing? I mean, this is kind of unfinished. I don't know that swimming out here is going to get me anything. I certainly don't want to do anything in through here because of the, in case we need the more water intakes for, the what's it? I had a trench here that I could do something with. Just trying to think of other things that we can do. Well, I would like a farm. Like a cow, animal farm, not a plant farm. I already got the plant situation sorted. So could just do another dome. Just like right here. And we can just do flat grass and hope to hell that some... Well, no, we can't do it right here. All right. But I mean, I could do something here. Over here. I don't know how big of a thing I want. But I mean, basically what I'm saying is I could just do a flat grass thing and hope that the animals just appear. Although I don't think they will because we have no non-ocean biomes, and I don't know how the mechanics would work on that. We'd figure out a novel way to move bamboo from over there to over here so that we could just drop it directly onto there. But that honestly would be some work, I think. Because the key thing here is I don't want it to just constantly be trying to drop wood off. I want there to be some sort of signal that I can send. So we can go from I'm full, I don't need anything, to send me more, I'm almost out. As a signal that goes... And that actually could be a wireless signal. What are we looking at? Yeah. So it comes back here, triggers something, a conveyor belt, a train. I don't know. We'll have to figure something out back here or underneath. So that we can shoot it off. Anyways, that's not a thing. I suppose I could clean up the sides here, make them look a bit more ornate. mean, a lot of that's going to come down to the sea lanterns. Which we're waiting on ever so patiently. Alright, let's go see what we've produced as far as iron goes. I feel like that's going to be our real indicator as to how well we're doing. That's not bad for, what, like half an hour, if that. All right. So we really just need that to go faster. I mean, at this point, the thing that I can really do for the output of this guy because really fundamentally it all comes down to everything relies on either iron or flint or both, honestly both. So just expanding on how much cobblestone we're generating is going to be the big factor. So if I could figure out a way to, let's poke my head through here real quick. So I think I don't know. So the whole thing here is we're bringing up we're bringing up lava from here, which means in order to get more lava up here, I don't think I need more to do more lava. I can just pipe off from here and then come over here and set up another one that comes in from the other direction. Although I also don't want to overwhelm my outward bus, because I'm already throwing a lot of, and who knows, maybe this will be enough of an improvement, going from what, like 5 cobblestone every few seconds to significantly more. At this point, a lot of our resources are going into andesite and andesite related products. So as those fill up here, all right, here's a question. If andesite casing is low, okay. That's not going to help my case, but if I come through and here, I need more bamboo so that we can make more andesite casings. Or we can just let it sit and stew right now and get everything else up to snuff. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it as is for now. It could be more of a hassle than it's worth to deal with that. I mean, like, it's low, right? But if as the moment that we start working on that, these are going to deplete, and once those start depleting, that means this is going to deplete, and iron nuggets are going to deplete. I'm using big heavy air quotes there because I mean it's already depleted. This is our choke point right here. Alright, I think well, that's something. I'm going to end up doing something here, but I definitely am going to do go. Don't know that that's going to work out, but worth a shot. Now, I need to go make a bunch of stone stairs. Yeah, so it probably needed a few more. Is that exposed on the other side? Yeah. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, I probably need like 16 more stairs. All right. So then we finish this up over here. Yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay. What else can I do? Do I have any quartz blocks left? Yes, I do. Alright, so I don't know what I'm going to do over here, if anything at all. Maybe I'll just fill all this in. Or something. I don't know. I don't know what... I don't know what to do with this. I mean, clearly a lot of this is depending pretty heavily on me eventually pulling in all the sea lanterns. I mean, I suppose I could probably do a little something about that right now. I don't know how much lapis I have sitting around. Yeah, it was too far away. Okay, so... letting this drain. Racking up the iron. Trying to pretty some stuff up as I go. Alright, so let's take a quick break for station identification, and we'll be right back. We're back. Hope that was a nice little break for you guys. Anyways, we're back, and I still have no idea what's going on. Right. Take a nice little walk through my lovely little wilderness park situation. Okay, so animals would be nice. Animals I don't think are a thing that I'm gonna get. Just because of the biome situation. Just really want some sea lanterns, y'all. Let's go check my lapis levels. Yeah, it's not great. Tell you that much. That's something that I can figure out. I want to do a spot for my enchanting setup. Not that I'm gonna really need much of that going forward, but nonetheless, it sure would be cool. And normally you think like, ooh, library or big scary tower or something for an enchantment setup. But I don't know, like, I mean, honestly, generally think of an enchanting setup right next to like an ender farm or something like that. But in this economy, I'll have to think on that. It's like there's always like the whole like purple magic whatever, like could do the nether portal on the first floor. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a good theme that fits in with underwater for like a spooky magic. What might be interesting, and I don't know how much of a pain in the butt it's going to be to maintain this, but it would be kind of interesting. It would take a lot of work, but if you just did like, I mean, not here because that's our no-go zone, but like here or something. Where we have just like a column of air just all the way up to the surface. And then at the bottom we can do like some kind of weird summoning circle situation, or I don't know. That seems like an interesting idea, but I don't know how you aesthetically mix natural weirdness down to the sand and then books around an enchanting table sort of thing. Like, how do you match that vibe up? Suppose we could do something like with the fortress, where we just build a floating rock. That could be interesting. And then just have like an elevator up to it. We could straight up just do a weird tower, like up here. And then that can just be like, build a tower as if you were building it above ground, but then like legitimately put windows in and everything. So it's fully sealed on the inside, but it just looks like a big spooky wizard's tower. And that could be, we could make it something like an artifact from an ancient civilization kind of thing. If we wanted to keep it on theme, we could do the whole thing in prismarine. Or do it with mossy bricks and mossy cobblestone and that sort of thing. Make it look old and worn and covered in algae. That could be the way to go. And then we could either tie in by shooting in through here and going up, or just extending back from this guy. Let me just have the tunnel keep going. This is just one stop. Or make it into a thing where it's only accessible from outside. And give it more of an insular ancient artifact, only dedicated people come to it type of vibe. But I dig it. I can get behind that. Plus, if we're making it without a bubble, that means we probably don't have to do a whole lot of sump pump action, which means we can leave that in place over there. And how are we doing over here? Slowly but surely moving in. I guess I'm not close enough for it to be working. That's too bad. All right, let's go get 4 stairs, 4 stone stairs. All right. I'm back to it. Yep. All right, cool. All right, so let's think this out. So if we did... I like using this as a center point. I don't know why, but there it is. We can do something there that sticks up to like here. And put like a little observation bubble on the top of it or something. Let's go with a medieval fantasy vibe, but just with lots of mossy alternatives. We could cover it in corals and maybe even replace part of the structure with coral. I'll have to think on the vibe. And if we center here and pull up, can we do a cylinder? Yeah, a cylinder. That might be too big. Although it depends on how tall we want it to be. Yeah, that's entirely too wide for... That's not circly enough for me. What is the radius I have to do in order to get it to look like a halfway decent circle? I mean, that's pretty good right there. Or maybe if I just make it taller, because it still looks kind of squat. It's also super huge. I think I can make something work out of this. So we do something like this. We can do a spiral staircase around the outside of it and have just like an inner room. Right. One is 12.5. All right. That should be enough to get the stairs to go around. Okay. So that is the plan for that. We just gotta rough it out and then detail it out and all of that. And all that jazz. Okay. So the question now becomes, what do we do with this? All right, so one aspect of this that we need to work out first is where's the door? I feel like there should be a big arch on this flat side. I also feel like I should put windows along the stairwell around the outside on the flat surfaces. So then, do I block? How am I go? Entrance here, entrance here, entrance here. Do I glass it off, or do I do some water magic so that way I can still actually access it from here? Because if that's a thing that we're doing, then the way we get here is up, around, through, and over. Otherwise, how we get in? Do I do another bubble elevator up? I think I'm gonna stick with the water magic. And then just sploosh in. That just means I have to have everything absolutely perfect before I actually open it up. What kind of moss blocks do I have access to? Can do mossy cobblestone, mossy stone bricks. I might need to use the mossy pearl bricks as my accent block. I don't know, man. That might be a bit too distinct of a block. Yeah, it's gonna be too dark. That's going to be too green, too red, too red. Okay, so... All right. Let's go assess our resources. To think, what's this? Yeah, that's not gonna work for me. Do I have? I feel like I have a moss block or moss box somewhere. I mean, it's not a moss box, but that's what I needed. I need 8 bricks. Okay. And then boop. Alright, now let's put that next to some mossy cobblestone. Pull that out just to check. Yeah, I can't use that. That is too, that with this stuff looks better than the smooth stone without the moss. And we need to use, so this is going to be the accent block, and then we can intersperse these for some variation. Oh man, I feel like making a moss farm might be beneficial for this project, but I have an inkling how to do that. I'd need to mess about with it a little bit more. See where it gets us. What's our iron level look like? Hey, we really did bump up production there for sure. All right. So I kind of know how to make a moss farm in vanilla Minecraft. I want to figure out how to do it in Create Mod. So I think the same principles apply. You need a stone generator. You need one piece of moss and bone meal to dispense. Then once you bone meal, use pistons to break the moss. I'm just not having an easy time translating in my head to where we can create mod that. That's the problem that we're sitting with right now. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's a project for a different day. For now, if I really want to get some moss, I'm gonna have to go dig a big giant hole in the ground. And I don't wanna. Alright, well, I think I'm going to cut out a little early today and just continue to let this AFK. Maybe we'll be able to make some progress tomorrow. But until then, thanks for watching. And I look forward to seeing you back here again soon. But until then, a good bye.